Hello everyone. What are your weaknesses? This is possibly the most dreaded question in a personal interview. So here we have some tips on how freshers can answer this question correctly. Let's talk about what you shouldn't do when asked this question. First, don't state that you don't have any weaknesses and hope that the interviewer buys that. Second, don't answer the question by stating something that's actually a strength disguised as a weakness. For example, I'm too much of a perfectionist, or I work too hard and I don't have a personal life. Third, don't reveal a significant weakness without mentioning the steps you've taken to address it. Here are some expected responses. Honesty. The interviewer already knows your weaknesses before asking the question. Your academic scores, your extracurricular activities, verbal communication skills, and your body language speak volumes about you. So don't try deceiving the interviewer. Self-introspection. Actually introspect. What are your weaknesses? If you need, you can ask the interviewer for a few minutes to think about the answer. A story of personal improvement. This is the best answer. State a very specific weakness, how you found it, and challenge yourself to overcome it. End this story with some positive indications of self-improvement. So how do you go about choosing a weakness? You should choose a weakness that is obvious and has already been noticed by the interviewer. For example, English isn't my primary language. My spoken English is not very good. Or, I have not performed well academically. Choose a weakness that's something that isn't extremely crucial for the role you're applying for. So, for example, for an IT role, you could say, I get nervous when I'm on stage. I'm not very good at public speaking. For a sales and marketing role, you could say, I've always performed poorly in mathematics. Trigonometry and calculus are just not my cup of tea. Choose something that's a common human failing that's shared by most people. For example, I haven't really made most of the opportunities that life has given me. Or, I've done poorly in courses where the subject matter or the professor was boring. Make sure to personalize your story. You could wrap it up with a neat ending. Try ending the story with promise of improvement in the future. For example, I have done just the minimum to get by in college. I have not pushed myself to do my best, either academically or in campus events or clubs. When I look back, there are so many opportunities that I have missed by just being lazy. From now on, I intend to make the most of every opportunity I get in life. You could also end your story with indications of personal improvement already happening. For example, I have enrolled in a Toastmasters club in my city to get over my fear of public speaking. Here are a few do's and don'ts to keep in mind when communicating your weaknesses. Don't copy the examples we've talked about today. Don't be afraid about opening up and revealing weaknesses about yourself. And don't mug or memorize your answers so that it sounds rehearsed and artificial. Make sure you do introspect. Identify a weakness that's actually true. Also realize that nobody's perfect. The best we can do is identify our weaknesses and work on them. Also, try and note down your answer in bullet points to help you remember, but don't practice it multiple times. Thank you for watching. We hope this content was useful to you. Make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to CodeGround. Have a great day.
CodeGround is an online recruitment testing platform supporting programming challenges, MCQs, spoken English assessments, and asynchronous interviews.